Hello everybody, it's Saturday night on the river again. I am just checking out the sights. So I'll flip you around. We got our flags rolling here. I finally got mine up. My guy next door got a new one. He'd been talking about it for a while, so that was the plan.
What are you trying to call up there?
I'm on Facebook Live.
Oh, I like it. Yeah,
My
I am
name.
so sore.
Are you?
Oh, I started the Michael's boat at 6 a.m.
Oh, you've been working hard all day. I've been fooling around all day.
Oh, I like it.
I went to 2 parties.
Oh, cool.
Well, I had to work one of them, but I went to the other one for a 1-year-old. Yeah, I had a good day. I had a commitment to a boat club party to help cooking, and we made chicken and hamburgers and hot dogs, and we had about, I don't know how many people they had planned for, actually. I had to leave before it actually, oh, hey, Robin. I just watched your video. Yes, and I will say yes to it. It is. Had a good day, though. Actually, I drove by your way. I was out coming back from Chaplin, Connecticut, which, as you know, is the very eastern part of Connecticut, right? And way out there, which I live in New Britain, so it is a ways. But I was coming from Chester, so it was still an hour. Ain't no easy way to get there. That's the problem with Chaplin, Connecticut. But very good friends. Had their baby turn 1 a couple days ago. So we had a gathering, and it was nice. We got to feed the horses. The kids checked out the corral. They had gotten a delivery of a lot of sand, and there was a couple of sand piles. And sand and silt, oh my heavens, did they ever have a good time. I'll post a picture later. They were just they were making snow angels in the sand, and all the brown-haired kids, including one of mine, well, grandkid, came out with blonde hair by the time they were done. They were covered in dirt, well, sand, white sand. It was really fun. They actually had a very good time. So that's all that matters, right? There was probably about 8 little kids there, and they were all under the age of 5. It was very cute, and they all played so nice together. How to enjoy life every day, right? And not a care in the world. What if you lived without a care in the world? How would that be? You can. You can still take care of business when it's time, but there are times when you can check out and have not a care in the world. And how great is that? So that's a little bit of what I did today. I also, there was a woman who fell when she came out of a store that I was in before I went down to Chester area. And we ended up having to call the ambulance and attending to her. She was very elderly and somewhat frail, but her glasses hit onto her nose, and she had a big gash. We put a butterfly Band-Aid on there after we got it set to coagulate a little bit, and poor lady. But she was actually okay. She was joking around once the EMS guys got there, so I think she'll be all right. I hope so anyways. And you never know what's going to happen every day, do we? We never know. So we better enjoy the moment as it comes, and each moment as it comes. Yeah, babies playing in the sand. They really had a good time. You should have seen them running around doing somersaults down the hill. There's a sand pile probably about 8 feet tall, and it's getting set up to be a ring for horses, riding ring. He's done a lot of work over there. He took down a lot of trees. There was a lot more trees there last year when we went there, when they first moved in too. So super nice people, and they have a couple horses they're boarding, so it's nice. And some very nice people with another baby hunter. How great is that? So there were 3 hunters there. My son, his son, and this lady and her baby. And the little one was, what'd she say, 6 weeks old. It was kind of funny to see another little hunter. I said, well, we started the trend 40 years ago with my son, 41. I think he's 41 now, so it's, he was joking, you've got to wait till we get one more so we can have a 4-H club. That's how he thinks. Oh, like, that was really clever. I just thought it was funny. He was saying it to somebody else, but I overheard it. And anyways, it's always fun to go to a 1-year-old's birthday party where they sit in the high chair and play with their cake and eat the frosting with their fingers, and mom and dad get to take all those special pictures. So it's nice when you can enjoy that with them and enjoy their joy. And it was fun. So now I'm back in the Portland area. Let's see, take a little view of Middletown up there. I'll tell you, today was a very interesting day weather-wise, wasn't it? I don't know if you were out and about, but very cool in the morning. Then it got muggy. Then it got windy. Then the sun went away. Then the sun came back later in the day, and then it cooled down to I think it's in the 70s now. I'm not really sure, but it sure feels comfortable, I can tell you that. As I don't have the air conditioning on, and I'm good. Open up all the windows. So that's always the best for me, when I can sleep in the cool, fresh breeze. I love that. So yeah, it was an interesting weather day. And it looked like there might have been rain at one point, but it never did happen. Not where I was anyway. So I don't know if it did anywhere in Connecticut. But most importantly, what you want to do is have a day of fun, relaxation, joy if you can fit that in. And just being present to the moment of wherever you are, which was really nice because, for one thing, I like taking drives. So for me, driving an hour one way is not a big deal. And you know, I always hear people say, over the Connecticut River to go to Manchester, or over the other way to go to New Britain or some other place in Connecticut. I mean, Connecticut is so small, you can cross it in 2 hours. And try living in Montana. It takes 8 or 9 hours to get across Montana, I think. Maybe it's even more than that. So we are fortunate that many of our things are literally at our doorstep and within miles of our homes usually. A lot to be have gratitude for. And that is something that I think about a lot, having traveled other parts of this country, states that are huge, and where people live, and it's an hour to a grocery store or any kind of a semi-metropolitan area where they can get their goods. It's always nice to have things so convenient in Connecticut, and I don't think twice about anywhere to go to either visit somebody or go to a party or whatever the deal is. So kind of nice. We've got a few more boats heading downriver. Oh, another one going upriver. I don't know if you can see those guys. It definitely starts to slow down at this point. When I was down by the Goodspeed at the Salmon River boat launching area, they had a guy sitting out front. It was full. They weren't letting any more boats or cars or Sea-Doos in. So a lot of people on the river today. Super nice day to be on the water. It's always a super nice day to be on the water, honestly. I like the water. Oh, they always say an Aries sign. I'm a fire sign, but for some reason I do like water. Just my thing, I guess. Maybe a former life, who knows, right? Never know why you like certain things, but you do. Just are drawn to them. And I appreciate them. And the older I get, the more I appreciate them. So it's nice to have that in life. just watching the boats go by. I also found out that one of our members passed on Tuesday. They're having a service for him next week, and he actually went pretty quick. He had some kind of cancer, and I don't think it was very long after the chemo. It took care of business. Like, what a bummer. Yeah, water is healing, isn't it, Deb? Hi, Wesley. Hello, hello. So, life is short. I don't think he was much older than me, or maybe he was around the same age as me. Maybe he even was younger. I don't really know. Not really sure of his age. But, however long you're on this planet isn't very long. It's a blink of an eye, right? So you want to take advantage of every day, all day, as many happy times as you can put into a day, and focus on being present to those that you're hanging with, and be with them. So that's what it was for me today. Hopefully it'll be that way tomorrow. So a couple of things on the agenda for tomorrow. Oh, I'm definitely going to see my friend Deanna. Give a shout out to Karma's Closet. Yep, Karma's Closet, Newington. I'm going to be bringing over some young girls' bathing suits, some kids' clothes, and a few other things, summery kid things. So she's got a great little business there. If you haven't been there yet, you should go check it out. It's right on the Berlin Turnpike near Mortenson's, across from Walmart. And I have my 1 o'clock appointment tomorrow to bring in a box of stuff. She does everything by appointment now for consignments coming in. And I don't know how many of you know this, but I had a consignment store for like almost 25 years. And it was fun. It really was fun. I had so many nice people that used to come in, regular consigners, Karen, people who just randomly came in and saw what I did. I did sporting goods for the most part, but it morphed into more things over the years, little Tykes toys and kids things, but a lot of sporting goods, cleats and basketball and baseball and skis and snowboards and kayaks and canoes and all the fun stuff. Actually, that's what I always thought about it as I thought about my product line. I was like, I just resold all the fun stuff, the things you had a good time with, and what a fun business that was. And I had Jitters too. Yeah, the coffee house. That was another fun business. I had both of them in the same building, and one of them I had for 22 years, and concurrently the last 14 was the coffee house and Jitters Coffee House in Southington. We used to have live music, we had comedians, we had workshops, we had classes, we had a bookstore, we had an organic cafe, we had a spa treatment room, and did Reiki and massage and all kinds of great stuff. It was really a fun business. That one was fun too. They really both were my passion for that time of my life, and I certainly am so happy about the people that I met there, and many of them I am still friends with to this day. And I'm so grateful that, after I was out of business, it was a fire that put me out of business. I decided not to rebuild because I had just lost 2 family members 20 days before that, 40 days before that, my nephew and my dad. So that kind of just took me under for a while, and I decided not to rebuild. I actually did a retirement party for myself, retired from that. And then I went on to start doing events again, which I had originally done in that building, which were small. I started doing larger ones about a year and a half later when I had the banquet facility. So you never know what life is going to bring you, and things shift and change, and then you move forward with whatever the next right thing is. And that's kind of how that happened. So, a varied and checkered past I've had. In a good way. That sounded kind of funky, didn't it? But it's okay. It was all good. It still is all good. And actually, when I had the banquet facility, that was so nice because it were wonderful. People would come in and, they'd have birthday parties or weddings or showers or baby showers and all that stuff. And I had business meetings too there, and corporate meetings. Corporations would rent for business meetings and things like that. But it was really a lot of fun, and I enjoyed that as well. And then when those things shifted and changed, I went into the renting. Instead of owning the buildings, I rented to do my events. So that's where we leave me now, which is actually nowhere because I can't rent any place to put on an event because of the laws right now. So we got to do what we got to do legally here, I guess. I'm hoping that, September 20th, the VFW will be able to host my event. That's what's on the calendar at the moment. And then November 1st, the Bristol Doubletree for the big event, the expo. So we'll see. This has not been the year that I expected, I can tell you that. I had really high hopes in the beginning of 2020 for all the wonderful things that were happening. My business was booming, and more and more people were finding the events helpful to them and telling other friends about it and that kind of thing. And we'll get it back when it comes back, but it's frustrating when you can't do your own thing, whatever your business is. And I'm still waiting for unemployment. How great is that? Boy, oh boy, that has been one challenging 3.5, 4 months now. I had one check 1 week and that was it. And then it disappeared. I couldn't get in the system again. Finally got a hold of my state senator. They're working on it with the DOL, Department of Labor. Hopefully they'll get something resolved here. We'll see. We'll see what shall happen. I have patience. So, but I do move forward as I need to. So, that's kind of the key to life, isn't it? Just take the next right step, move forward in what you feel is the right direction for you, and do it one moment at a time, or one day at a time, or 10 minutes at a time. And I've learned to easy does it, not stress it, not freak out about it, not worry about it, and know that, this is what is supposed to be happening right now for whatever reason, and that's okay. So, anyways, what a beautiful night we have. It is now getting dark, and I'm going to sign off in my usual manner, which is, you all know it, the sun is always shining, guys. We may not see it right now. It's gone, that's for sure. But you know what? It's in California right now. Actually, it's probably in, let's see, here we are in Connecticut. I'm going to say, what's an hour west? New York, Pennsylvania. Probably still have the sun shining over there. But yeah, the sun did come out today, didn't it? Later in the afternoon. But the sun is always shining. So that's just a reminder of how we have all the energy around us, and all we have the love around us, and all the people around us that care about us and love us. They're always there. Even if you don't physically see them or physically feel them, they are. So just a reminder, you are always loved. You are always taken care of. You'll always be okay. So with that, I will sign off and see you guys in the next go around. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. Bye for now.